If you've ever quietly wondered, maybe I'm not that smart, then this video is for you. Because here's the truth. Some of the most intelligent people you'll ever meet rarely consider themselves gifted at all. You've probably heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect, where people with low skill tend to overestimate their abilities, but there's a quieter version most people never talk about. Highly intelligent people often underestimate themselves, not because they're insecure, but because they're deeply aware of everything they still don't know. So today, let's uncover 10 subtle habits that many genuinely high IQ people share. And if you relate to even a few of these, you might be far smarter than you ever gave yourself credit for. Habit 1. They speak less. Think more. Most conversations feel like a race. Whoever talks first wins. But highly intelligent people pause, not because they're shy, not because they're slow, but because their brain is running a quick internal audit on every word before it leaves their mouth. When they finally speak, their words feel intentional, almost heavier, because they've already filtered out the noise. And if they have nothing meaningful to say, they're perfectly comfortable saying nothing at all. Habit 2. They question everything. They don't accept information just because it sounds right. They don't follow rules just because everyone does it. And they're never afraid to ask the one question that makes everyone else uncomfortable. But why? Not to challenge, not to annoy, but to understand. Their curiosity builds a level of critical thinking that quietly sets them apart. Habit 3. They notice patterns instantly. While most people see random events, high IQ thinkers see connections, behaviors, trends, talks, and effect. Almost like life is one giant connect the dots puzzle that their brain can't stop. Solving this pattern awareness often makes them appear intuitive, but it's not intuition, it's observation, finely tuned and constantly active. Habit 4. They solve problems nobody asked them to solve. If something is inefficient, repetitive, messy, or just plain annoying, they can't help but think, there has to be a better way. Optimizing things is their version of fun. They build systems, they create shortcuts, they redesign processes that others simply tolerate. Habit 5. They read differently. They're not reading to finish a book. They're reading to discover mental models, new ways to think. One week, it's psychology. Next week, it's technology, philosophy, or history. They treat knowledge like cross-training for the brain. Every field they study adds a new layer to how they understand the world. Habit 6. They think in layers, not loops. Most people overthink in circles. Same fear, same scenario, over and over. But intelligent people think in layers. They break situations down, explore possibilities, run mental simulations, and quietly calculate the best move 10 steps ahead. It's not anxiety, it's strategy. Habit 7. They actually enjoy silence. Silence makes many people uncomfortable because it forces them to face their thoughts. But highly intelligent people, they crave it. Silence is where their mind organizes. Chaos, where ideas form, where clarity appears. It's not avoidance, it's reflection. Habit 8. They're brutally honest with themselves. They don't hide from mistakes. They don't pretend they did their best when they know they didn't. Single quotes. 2. Instead, they look in the mirror and say, I could have done better. And next time, I will. It's self-awareness, sometimes harsh, sometimes uncomfortable, but always the fuel that drives their growth. Habit 9. They manage energy, not time. Most people plan their day by the clock. Smart people plan their day by their mental rhythm. They know when they're sharpest. They protect those hours. They use lower energy times for easier tasks. They don't force productivity. they flow with it. Habit 10, they know how to blend in. The smartest people rarely sound smart, not because they aren't, but because they know how to make complex ideas feel simple. Real intelligence isn't about impressing people, it's about connecting with them. So, if you saw yourself in even a few of these habits, don't ignore it. Don't downplay it. You don't need a degree or an award to prove your intelligence. Your habits are already telling the story. The real question isn't, am I smart? It's, am I using the mind I already have? So tell me which habit resonated with you the most. Drop the number in the comments. Let's see how many of us have been quietly brilliant this whole time.